So far we discussed various factors related with freedom, right? In the last class we started discussion on question answers from that particular chapter, the NCERT solutions, extra questions, 1 mark answers, 3 mark answers, and even 5 mark answers. 6 mark answers, right? Okay, so I told you that to learn those things well, and what are the things we discussed earlier in the classroom, just learn and come for today. All right. Okay. At the same time, some more questions are there. We want to discuss that too, and we will finish the discussion of question answers today. And in connection with that, I want to speak something to you people that related to the examination. Okay. So 2 chapters are there for us for the examination. One is from a political theory. The first chapter, political theory. Okay, the entire chapter is there for the examination. Each and nook and corner of the chapter should be learned thoroughly. Okay, each and every factor you should be covered properly. And the next one, it is our this chapter. This chapter, what we are discussing presently, that is the second chapter. Name of the chapter is freedom. All the aspect related with this chapter also is there for the examination. So number of questions are there. So we know that both the 2 chapters together constitute 50 marker. So 25. That's what the method here. 25 marker questions are there. So learn all these things properly. Okay. Is that clear? Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
1 minute. One student is facing problem to join the classroom. Just wait for a minute. That freedom refers all the things that are related to make an individual to lead a good life in the society. So freedom refers to do all those things which do not harm to others and are essential for a person's own development. There is a close relationship between the freedom of individual and for the nation. Okay, so we know that the freedom in the sense related with the J.S. Mill and other philosophers. Related with the J.S. Mill, we know that's called to be the harm principle. When we want restrictions, when a person's activity is making trouble or a chances is there to creating problem for others in the society, that time we need restrictions. Okay, so it is connected with the nation's freedom also. There is a close relationship between the freedom of individual and for the nation, because if a nation is free, every individual of it will be free to enhance their creativeness and capabilities. Okay, if a country is free from external aggression or foreign domination, we can say that the entire societies, those living in the country, or different societies are there in a country, we know that, and the country itself is considering as a single society also. Okay, so the people, those living in that society or in that country is free related with their creativeness and capabilities. They can freely participate in different activities. They are free in almost all the aspects of liberation or liberalism. Okay, next one, development of a nation depend upon cooperation, creativity, and capabilities of individuals. So that also important. Development of each and every nation is basically related with cooperation, creativity, and capabilities of individuals. So we know that each and every individual that creating a group and that group is considering as a society, such kind of societies are able to create or make a country or push a country towards development, which can be exercised in the absence of external constraints. So if we want to improve our country or we want to make our country develop, first of all, we don't want any external force to control our country. So such kind of external forces may not help or may not allow the individuals to develop their own country. So at the period of freedom movement, we studied that, we learned that. So that period we are under the control of the Britishers. The Britishers basically, they're not provided any personal freedom or any individual freedom or right to expression for the people, those who lived in India that time. Okay, so that is called to be a kind of foreign domination. Actually, it is foreign domination, and the people, they are unable to make the country towards or push the country towards development. So it is connected. Both individual freedom and the country's freedom is connected. A free society enables all its members to develop their potentials with the minimum of social constraints. Okay, so a free society in the sense a society they are enjoying freedom, equality, and opportunities of or equal opportunity, rule of the law is existing in the society. Such kind of societies are basically considered as a free society, and it can be help or it can give these chances to all its members to use their full potential, full power with the minimum social restrictions. Okay, each and every individual can use or they can live or they can lead a good life in the society with minimal restrictions, less restrictions. Though no society can be imagined without the absence of constraints, but it is necessary to determine whether it is acceptable or justified. Okay, so today we know that there is no societies there in the country or in the world without any restrictions. Some sort of restrictions we are able to find in almost all the societies, and we want to accept that at the same time such kind of restrictions are justiciable. We can say that these restrictions we need. Okay, so we know that if the society is fully free, always the majority or the privileged classes or the rich classes always will try to dominate over the minority or unprivileged classes. So in each and every society, some sort of restrictions are important or it is necessary. Social constraints are necessary to be examined through debates, discussions between individual and the society. Clear or not? So always what kind of restrictions we needed, what kind of restrictions we can justify, that will come out only through the discussions and debate in the society with the combination of individuals and society, Is that clear? So individuals development is always leading to, or individuals freedom is always leading to the country's freedom and country's development. A free country means a free society, a free individual. Clear or not? Vice versa, free individual, free society, and a free nation, it can move towards development. What is the difference between the negative and positive concepts of liberty? Here it is, negative and positive concept of liberty. Number of times we discussed. I am discussing all these things because examination, this chapter is there, compulsory 25 mark questions are there from this chapter alone. Okay, so I'm discussing that. Learn properly. Okay, don't make any confusion. You should score the maximum. Understand? There is no what we can say restrictions in that. Okay, there is no constraints in that. What is the constraint? That the maximum is the constraint and the maximum is the restriction. Clear or not? Nothing more than that or nothing less than that. Try to do that. I want it. Okay, next one, negative concept of liberty. So negative concept, we know that it implies the absence of restraints and rights to do whatever one like. So negative freedom in the sense a person can do whatever he like. There is no restrictions are existing. There is no constraints are there or constraints existing there. This conception may make a powerful person more powerful to keep the weaker ones on their mercy. At all that, right? The privileged classes always try to dominate over the minority, and the unprivileged classes want to lead a life with the mercy of the privileged classes. Clear? Okay, the privileged classes are not good. The unprivileged classes want to lead a what we can say a bad life or a humiliated life in the society. This concept of liberty faces the following drawbacks. There are a number of problems are there with the negative concept of liberty. Right? So negative concept of liberty is nothing but there is no restrictions. Right or not? Entirely the individuals are free in the society, but the problem is there. Privileged classes will dominate over the minority, and the unprivileged classes or the minorities want to lead a life with the mercy of the privileged classes. Here it is powerful persons. What are the drawbacks? Liberty is concerned with the area of control, not with its source. Hence, this is not necessary to have a democracy to enjoy freedom. Okay, so in situation, all the controls are disabled. People are enjoying their life as they want. Okay, in such situation, what is the need of democracy? Actually not needed, right or not? So it's a kind of not kind of democracy, but a kind of mobocracy. People's rules. People will do whatever they want. So there is no one to control. So there is no need of a government to, right or not? So it is not good that type of freedom is not good. Next one, the state should control the liberty of an individual only up to the limit where he interferes in others such liberty. Positive concept, and others liberty. Here, the state should control the liberty of an individual only up to the limit where he interferes in others' such liberty. Okay, so in this system, a negative concept of liberty or negative liberty, the government always want to make restrictions if the powerful person is dominating over the minority. But here we know that there is no such institutions are existing. There is no government is existing. But sorry, as a result of that, no one is able to make restrictions, right? Is that clear? Next one, positive concept of liberty. It refers to the society in which adequate facilities are available for each and every section of society to enjoy desirable rights. Desirable rights is there. So negative or positive concept, negative leave that. Positive concept of liberty, basically restrictions are there, constraints are there, that is helpful for the people to lead a good life and they are enjoying their rights too. Enjoying their rights. Here, there is no powerful person or there is no powerless person. There is no privileged people or there is no unprivileged people. All are equal basically, right or not? All are able to enjoy the rights and same time all are free with restrictions. Free with restrictions. This believes that any individual or section should not hinder the progress of others. So, in the positive aspect of freedom, no individual is able to make problem for the progress of others. No individual can do that. No individual is able to make a problem for the progress of others. Next one, people can enjoy all freedoms which are permissibly by laws. Okay, so the people can enjoy different types of freedom that is within the framework of the law. Within the framework of the law. Okay, what law says, we can accept it and we can enjoy it. Nothing more than that. So that's what a progressive, positive aspect of freedom. Next one, it ensures the growth of poor, weak and downtrodden people also. In the positive freedom, we are able to find the such kind of societies are standing for the development of the poor people, weaker sections of the society. That means minorities, downtrodden people. The people they are away from the mainstream. The people they are away from the caste system. Such kind of people also want to develop. Okay, so we required the positive concept of freedom more than the negative one. Okay, so we are basically not supporting the negative sort of freedom. Basically, almost all the people are supporting the positive aspect of freedom because we need restrictions or constraints to lead a good life in the society without any problem and enjoying all the rights there. And third question, what is meant by the social constraints? Are constraints are any kind necessary for enjoying freedom? So, what are restrictions or constraints is that necessary to lead a life or a good life or enjoying freedom in the society? So, the social constraints refer to the restrictions imposed by the society whosoever is unauthorized for the same. Okay, so social constraints means we are enjoying the free life with the restrictions. And who imposing the restrictions? The entire society. Okay. Clear or not? The entire society, we are unable to say this person is made the restrictions, this people or this group of people made the restriction. We are unable to say that the entire society, that is the people, they are the people, they are responsible for such kind of restrictions. Yeah. Okay. What is the necessity of constraints or restrictions? There are various sections who demanded ban of films, book, articles, journals. So we know that in a society, we are able to find number of people, they are against some side of things. Some people are against the films. They says that to stop the films. Some people are against the books or articles or journals, or they will say that to ban it, to stop it. Is that possible in a democratic country? Okay, ban the films, ban books, ban articles, and ban journals are possible or not? Is that easily possible or not? In a democratic country? Possible, but not that easy, right? We discussed that it once. Okay, possible, but it's not that easy. Though, banning is an easy solution for the short term to meet the demand immediately. So people demanded to ban, the government banned that. Immediate effect. But it will not make a sense actually. But it is very harmful for long-term prospectus due to development of this habit only. So we know that we want development not for today and for tomorrow and for tomorrow. So some people are banning books, film, articles and journals. A particular way towards knowledge is blocked there. Clear or not? So for short time we can do that. Okay, one group of people told that even one group of people, they are able to make changes in the government. They pressurized the government to stop the films, books, articles, and journals. So government accepted that. So otherwise the government know that they will fall down. They will fall down. They will lose their power. Okay. So the government accepted that for the short time. Okay. They satisfied the need of that group of people. But in the long term, you want to remember that next generations are coming. They want to learn. They want to understand the things. They want to know the history. Right or not? So it is not good. It is not good. Such kind of ideas are not good. Okay, then one, so restrictions required to lead a good life in the society. At the same time, we want to think what kind of restrictions we want to make. What kind of restrictions we want to make. If we willingly accept restrictions to pursue our goals or ambitions, our freedom is not limited. In any case, so we are accepting the restrictions or restrictions or constraints with a good sense. We are able to enjoy our life in its maximum limit there. In any case, if we are not coerced into the accepting the conditions, we cannot claim to be curtailed freedom. So at the same time, we cannot say that we are enjoying or we are accepted the restrictions or we accepted the constraints and we are unable to say that we lost our freedom and all. Right or not? We are accepting, at the same time we cannot say that we lost freedom. Why we are accepting that? We know that with these restrictions or with this constraint only we are able to move forward. Clear or not? Okay, so just to remember this. Okay, next one. What is the role of the state in upholding freedom of its citizen? Answer. Role of state or the government. Or state or a government. Okay, here. Freedom of citizens of the state determine the scope of freedom. That is, freedom of citizens depend on the will of the rulers. In a monarchy, democratic states grants fundamental rights to the citizens. Okay, so what is the role of state in upholding the freedom of the citizen? State in the sense we know that there are various types of governments are there. Okay, dictatorial governments are there, monarchical type of governments are there, democratical governments are there. Okay, but each government will take this idea of freedom in different sense. So we are discussing that one by one. First of all, freedom of citizen of the state determines the scope of the freedom. That is, freedom of citizen depend on the will of the rulers in a monarchy. In a monarchy, the freedom of the individual is related with the will of the monarch only, will of the king only. King only the person who wanted to take decision related with the what kind of freedom should be provided to the people in his country. Okay, the monarch will decide. Monarch will decide. But in a democratical government, what will happen here? Now, democratic state grants fundamental rights to the citizens. Okay, so it will provide a fundamental rights to all its citizens. Okay, next one, a state is controlled by the government because whatever the government does, it affects the freedom of citizen, and if any conflict becomes violent, it hinders the day-to-day life of the state. So state is the people, or state is the authority. They are controlling the government and the people, right? Okay, if the bad decisions are taken by the government in the state, it will lead to problems or conflicts in the country. It will make a problem for the day-to-day life of the people in the country also. So it is the right of the people, right of the government to ensure freedom to the people or rights to the people. Okay, next third point, if state is unable to manage army and police, it disrupts the law and order of the country. Okay, so military is there in the country, police force is there in the country, but the military and the police force is out of control. What will happen there? It will create a number of problems in the society. Even that military or the police will turn against the government also. So restrictions required, but the government want to control this police and army also. We know that to maintain this law and order, basically we are using this military and police, but its control should be with the government. A welfare state always initiate to protect the freedom of backward people along its all citizens. So a good government always try to improve the life of the backward classes, economically backward classes, socially backward classes. Okay, economically backward classes and socially backward classes. It is the function of each government to protect the rights and will of the backward classes. Okay, so the final question, question number five. What is meant by freedom of expression? Freedom of expression. What, in your view, would be a reasonable restriction on this freedom? Give example. Already we discussed related with the person, related with the philosopher. Okay, who is he? What is his name? He give an idea about the freedom of expression and speech. Who is that? We discussed 4 factors related with that.
So what is the question?
The person, those who discussed about freedom of expression and speech, and give 4 ideas related with that. Name the philosopher. He is the person, he taught us in every false statement, there we are able to find an element of truth. Who is that?
J.S. Mill.
Yeah, J.S. Mill. J.S. Mill, John Stuart Mill. Correct. The last paragraph or last topic, what we discussed in the classroom. Okay, J.S. Mill. Okay, so that is freedom of expression, freedom of expression. So debates are necessary. Debates are necessary. Then only we are able to find out the drawback of the present situation or present philosophy what we are following. So we discussed about thesis, antithesis, right? Synthesis and the new thesis, right? Clear? So that's it here. So for completing this procedure of thesis, antithesis, synthesis and new thesis, the freedom of expression is necessary. Clear or not? So the people, those who don't have the right to express, right to speak, how can they interfere? How can they give their their ideas? Impossible, right? So it is important. Freedom of expression is important. What, in your view, would be a reasonable restriction on this freedom? Give example. Okay. Are you thinking that for the freedom of expression some restrictions are required or not? If it is so, what is the why it is so? Okay, it is a right on non-interference by the state. Okay, the state should not interfere in that. It is a fundamental value, and hence society must be willing to bear some inconvenience also to protect it from people whosoever wants to restrict it. Clear? So the state should not interfere in the right to expression or freedom of expression. And this freedom of expression sometimes will create some trouble in the society too. Understanding or not? Okay, example, day before yesterday, you see a news in the television channels there. Okay, we have video it is, right? That's related with the dubbing artist and a group of feminists. They started, what we can say, attacking, basically physical attack on a person, those who made his expression through a YouTube channel, his idea, speech and expression, right or not? So everyone have the same right, clear? So the person, you know, his name, as in the class, we unable to use the name of that particular individuals there because a controversial issue, right or not? Clear? So we are not using the name of that particular individual. So that person, okay, he made number of statements and he released number of videos against the will and basically made that females something bad. Okay, related with their we can say that character assassination, entirely her character is assassinated by that particular individual, right? So that's a part of individual freedom, we can say, right or not? We can say anything about anyone. But what is the problem there? Other people also have the same right. Other people also have the same right. But what they did is, as per the law, it is a criminal offense. Okay, attacking, right? It's a kind of physical attack. So that's a offense, a criminal offense is basically related, whatever it is. So for understanding, I told that. Okay, and here what happened? Okay, so state should not interfere in that. But sometimes the decision or the ideas that providing by a group of people or an individual can create a problem in the society, So why we want to make restrictions on freedom of speech and expression? Okay, we want that right to, we want to enjoy that right, but at the same time, we want to, we need some restrictions also. Why it is so? At various times of demands have been raised to ban on books, play, films, and academic article, etc. Freedom has been classified as positive and negative liberty, which requires some justiciable constraint only. So we know that number of people, they are able to, what we can say, release books, play, songs, but these kind of things might create a problem for the other individual or the society. So we require cyber laws today. So we know that today it's the era of computer, right or not? So basically we are using newspapers, we are watching television, but today, more than that, we are using the social medias like YouTube, clear, and Facebook, WhatsApp, Twitter, like that various social applications are there. Okay, social media platforms are there. Today we are using that. We don't know the authenticity of such kind of things. It is the real or not? No idea. So related with the COVID, number of false news are spread in these kind of groups, right or not? So in the beginning, when I am using WhatsApp, and before 4 or 5 years, okay, always such kind of news will spread. Okay, what is that? False news, fake news, fake news. Okay, sometimes we are unable to find out the authenticity of such news, so that we require some rules and regulations to restrict the freedom of speech and expression. Freedom of speech and expression. So if it is not restricted, it will lead to serious problem in the society. Serious problem in the society. Okay, so there was a minister for Adolf Hitler. Okay. So his name is Goebbels. Okay. So Goebbels' main idea is his name is Goebbels, and his post is propaganda minister. What is that? Propaganda minister. So always he will make stories to support Adolf Hitler. Okay. And his theory is nothing but we are telling a lie for hundreds of times simultaneously, or thousands of people are propagating the same idea. Maybe it's false. Okay, other people might believe it is correct or true, truth there. Clear or not? That's the idea of Goebbels. Okay, so we know that the history of Adolf Hitler and what happened to Hitler and what happened to Germany. Okay, so that because of that we require some restrictions or constraints for freedom of speech and expression. Is that clear? Okay, but these constraints are supposed to be supported by the people and moral arguments. So such kind of things are there means the people want to accept it. People want to accept to obey that. Okay, is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, guys, thank you. At the time up, we will meet in the next session. Bye.
Thank you, sir.